Hello, friends. It is your best buddy and big toe, Joshua Johnson, the geocaching vlogger. We are here. We're excited. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? Usually these live hangouts happen every other week. But oh my gosh, can you believe it? You got 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Not only that, because it is a Geo Challenge of the Month announcement winner week. So I thought, oh, I could just make a video and announce the winners. But I thought, no, we've been having too much fun going down geocaching memory lane. And we got people in the house. I've got friends in here. We got Quads in the Mud. You guys know Quads in the Mud. He's been on some of my geocaching videos. Hello, Connor. Hello, Jason Johnston, a patron, a faithful patron. Thank you so much. We have patrons in the house. We have Cubby Chitwood. How's that for a name? Cubby Chitwood. Your name sounds like it should be like a NASCAR racer. I'm really wondering if you're a NASCAR racer. Nick G's in the house. Alan is here from Pennsylvania. Geo Pauly. Yo, Pauly. Yo, Pauly, let's go geocaching. That was my Rocky. That wasn't very good. I didn't practice it. Isaac, he is here. Alan is here. And, of course, the Happy Hodag. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, we have a treat for you. Well, it's certainly a treat for me because I don't get to hang out with this person as much as I would like to. But we have my friend, my best buddy and big toe, Josh Cleveland is here with us. You might be wondering, like, who's Josh Cleveland? Well, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that he has been probably one of the most entertaining people on my channel. Probably even more entertaining than me. You would probably, I mean, if Josh JSocks, that's his geocaching name, if he had a geocaching YouTube channel, it might take off. He might need to switch. He might need to switch like categories. But not only is he an awesome person and he's gone geocaching and a good friend, but he's also an incredible musician as well. So you guys are in a treat. This live stream might change your life. You're going to get geocaching goodness. You're going to get geocaching talk. And you are going to be entertained by the talented Josh Cleveland. So thank you so much for everybody who's here. I want to give a special shout out to anybody that is a patron that supports the channel, makes it all happen. Thank you so much. We have several patrons here in the chat room. We have Wouter all the way from the Netherlands. He stays up late for these. And I really appreciate it. But we have some new patrons. So I want to give a shout out to a few new patrons. We have Deborah Smith, thank you. Timothy Johnson, great last name. We have Chad Tricasius. You know that name because you've seen several of his videos in the last few weeks. We have Celeste Smith. Thank you so much, Celeste. And Autumn Beatty. Thank you for jumping on board. You make this all possible. You make this sustainable for us to keep on going out there and having adventures, but also entertaining you bi-weekly. But this week weekly on these live hangouts. So that is enough. That's enough of an introduction. Also, oh my gosh, thank you for those that when you come in here and you do super chats, the tradition has been that I do some sort of a dance or like a show and tell. And I've pretty much shown you everything in this office, but we have like a person with real talent and maybe something special will happen. Maybe Josh Cleveland will play you a little ditty. A little ditty, if you will, if you give a super chat. Look at this, Meme Master. I live your channel. I live it too. Every single week, I live it, and I'm assuming you say I love it. So that's pretty cool. Hello, friends. But without further ado, I've had him waiting backstage. He's been warming up. I think he's been stretching. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend, your friend, Josh Cleveland. There he is.
Oh, hey.
Stretching out.
Yeah, stretching it. I can't stretch too much or I'll bust a button.
That's okay, because, you know, you have been on my YouTube channel without a shirt before. You remember this.
That is true. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you really bring the sex appeal to this channel whenever you're on. And, oh, my gosh. Cleveland, we already have a tip.
Oh,
all right.
Gosh.
So So Josh, no
Yeah.
pressure,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna write down the name so we don't forget. Oh, you're just bringing it out right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to do it now or should we do it later?
Why not? I think
Okay.
it's on demand.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is incredible. This is Jason Johnson.
All
this
right.
is it's a little ditty for you.
Yeah.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Well, hacking down the trail, looking for a Gcache. Yeah, me and Jason Johnston holding hands. Find a geocache and we put our names next to each other. It's me and Jason, Josh, and Jason and Josh. It's lots of J's. Yeah!
Yeah! Oh,
Yeah,
that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh, and look at you just put a smile on Jason's face.
Yes.
He is laughing so hard.
Yes.
He is crying. He is crying. I have a hunch that this might be the greatest super chat night so far. This is a great start. This is a great start to our live chat.
Awesome.
Josh.
Yes.
JSocks. If I can call you JSocks, because right now, Josh, you're in the geocaching world.
Yes.
You're in the realm of geocaching. Yeah. There you are. See, you've entered the realm.
I feel
so
it.
Here you are, JSocks.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. I feel good. This is fun. Thanks for having me on. Also, thanks, Jason, right out the gate. Hopefully that's I'll record it and we'll see if it goes aluminum. We'll go from there.
Could go tin, might go tin aluminum.
Yeah.
Wait, aluminum tin I think are the same thing actually.
Well, it depends on where. Yeah. Right.
Oh, look at Udak said.
It's dancing Tony.
So Tony, if you happen to be watching, I'll give you the link. I'll give you a link, and you can jump right in. The cool thing with StreamYard, Josh, you can just get on your phone too.
Oh
gosh,
it's
kind of crazy.
He's got to do that just because those hips do not lie.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just randomly sent him the link with no explanation?
Nope.
Had him click on it.
Yep.
And then he just appears.
Yep.
Here, that would be amazing. Maybe. Well. Hey, but let's not. Yeah. As much as we'd love that, Josh. What have you been doing? How have you been keeping yourself busy in this quarantine season?
Oh,
what you been doing? Have you any new hobbies?
Let's see. New hobbies. Well, I've started cleaning my house for the first time. No, I mean, I've actually. Streaming has become a new hobby of mine. Streaming and figuring out how to make that happen as a musician. Right. All of my live shows, aside from maybe 2 this summer, canceled. So that was a huge bummer. The band and we've been writing some new tunes, trying to get some traction, and then everything just went kaput. So then we were trying to figure out, how do we do live streaming? Can we do it as a band? And we tried to look at doing something where we're all in different houses. That was impossible for me to figure out. But we've figured out, we found a space where we can all be 12 feet apart, and we figured out how to live stream as a band. So we're going to be doing that sometime soon. But that's been kind of my hobby, has been because there's music wise, there's a lot of live streaming going on, and some of them are great and some of them are abysmal. And so I was trying to find, can I find a middle ground? This is where I'm aiming for mediocrity here.
Well, maybe you'll be inspired. Maybe you'll be inspired by this live hangout, because StreamYard, pretty powerful tool. The sound is great. You sound great. That song for Jason Johnston, sounded amazing.
It was inspiring, and I wrote it. So
I know you wrote it right on the spot. Yeah. That's fantastic. So the shows have been canceled, and you're live streaming. Got any house? You got cleaning done? Any home improvements? It seems like everybody's doing a home improvement.
It's that's been something. I've replaced a number of windowsills. I live in an old home from early 1900s. Where the windowsills were, I think, an afterthought at that point in time, and then they all got rained on. So I've replaced a bunch of those. My wife and I have been just looking at different projects to do around the house. We got gutters installed. I didn't do that because I didn't want to. But those on the house and stuff. Yeah, and we've just been tooling away with projects. I have been doing projects for some other people too, which has been kind of fun. But where I basically just tell them to stay in their house and I'll just get it done, and you come look at it when I'm finished.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So here's what we're going to do today. You're a unique guest for us because let me tell you the guests we've had before, Josh.
Yes. Oh, please.
We've had the president of geocaching.com on the show. The president. All right. We've had last week we had this guy named Dave Barsky, who is producer of the reality show Straight Up Steve Austin, if you've ever heard that, and Dirty Jobs. And he's also an avid geocacher. So he's been on. Yeah, we've had some really interesting guests. And everybody has either been the president of geocaching or a diehard geocacher. Yeah. And I just wanted to say you are unique because I think most of your geocaching experiences, most, not all, most have been hanging out with me on a weird trip in the middle of a small town.
Yeah, like 99.8% of my geocaching experiences has been with you.
Pretty much. But they have been, to me, some of my most memorable videos and some of my most memorable geocaching experiences, because I always say there's three things that make a great geocaching video. The geocache, if the geocache is cool, that helps. If the location is cool, beautiful, interesting, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But the third one is if you're really with really fun people. And if you have all three of those things together, it makes a pretty incredible geocaching video. So, and you have been a part of a couple of those, and we'll talk about some of those because one of them went pretty darn viral on TikTok, and I think we talked about it. Yeah, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. And it's so fun to read. Maybe I should just get reactions of reading some of the trolling comments about us in that one, because when a video takes off, the trolls come out.
Oh yeah,
and it's quite humorous. But we've been going down, Josh. We've been going down geocaching memory lane. Oh, awesome. For those of you that are new here, that's the theme, kind of reminiscing about our times geocaching based on that theme. So I've been sort of asking every single guest sort of the same questions. I might go a little bit of different direction with you because some of these might not apply.
You're not going to ask me the same questions you asked the president of geocaching.
No, like what's the future of the company, sir? No, not that.
No. Okay.
So Josh, tell us a little bit. Go back. Tell us a little bit about the first time that you encountered geocaching. Your first experience.
My first experience geocaching was not what you would call great. It was probably, maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Okay.
And I was at this retreat for this campus organization that I was a part of, this Christian campus organization. And this guy was super into geocaching, which I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what he was saying. I was I thought money was involved.
Oh yeah, of course. Cash.
Money of the world or something.
There's there's cash at this camp.
Yeah. So I was let's find it. And it won on your list of things, if it's a cool cache, this was not that. It was not difficult to find. It was like a army, ammunition box that was essentially in the middle of a field. It wasn't even hard to find. It took us 3 minutes to find it. And then
this? Yeah. Was this it?
Oh, that's it.
This is it.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
And then we opened it up and I was expecting some sort of treasures or something, and it was just a notebook and a chewed on pencil and then a bunch of names.
I'm reenacting it right now.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And that was it. And he was over the moon excited. And that's an even cooler notebook.
This is a Kleenex. It's not a.
Oh, it's not even a notebook. It's just a Kleenex. Oh, Kleenex. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And he asked if I wanted to put my name in the book, and I was like, nah.
Why?
I feel okay about this. And then that was it until, like 4 years later, you and I met.
Yep.
And then that's when when you first said geocache, I was like, he's super excited about it. I think I'd even seen 1 or 2 of your videos and I was like, this is different.
Okay.
And I saw that your kids had been involved. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be a little bit more fun than notebook.
No, but this one actually is a little bit better than that. This one includes a bacon wallet.
Oh,
like if it had a bacon wallet in it, would you be like, I think geocaching is okay?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, at least someone put some sort of thought into this.
Yeah, like a Smurf. There's a Smurf.
Oh, yeah. See, that would have changed my world right there. Yeah.
But the thing that's in here that's not like somebody just put a rock in here, that's not cool.
No. That's
not cool. Oh, and sometimes you just find a stick. So we have examples here. This is a tutorial. We have examples of a good experience, meaning bacon wallet.
Bacon wallet.
Bad experience, stick.
Yeah, maybe for some of your fans that are here, and if you've never like planted a cache before, you're trying to look. Maybe that's your barometer. Bacon wallet, stick.
Oh, unless the rock is a painted rock.
Ooh,
this is Snuggy the Goblin. Snuggy, I just want to show you, Josh, how cool Snuggy is. Okay, Snuggy was like. Snuggy knows that I grew up in the 80s, just like you. You remember the 80s, right?
Yes.
And did you have this? You're going to appreciate this because we're both Josh's. This was our garbage pail. This was our garbage pail kid. It's Slosh Josh.
That's right.
You remember Slosh Josh?
That was my name all through elementary school.
Slosh. So you're saying we'll talk about you being bullied
right.
Yeah. But Snuggy the Goblin, he contacts me. He goes, what's your favorite garbage pail kid card? And I was like, Slosh Josh. And then check this out. Check out what he painted for me. Is that not amazing?
See, if that wasn't a geocache, all right, yeah, that Snuggy, you know what's going on.
Snuggy knows what's going on. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's like the lesson, right?
Right.
Like you take somebody geocaching for the first time, I would encourage them to ensure them that it's going to be a good time.
Yes.
Or it's going to be a good cache, because even what you described in the geocaching world, this is actually pretty cool if there's like something decent in it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of people, there's so many, and I don't think we found a lot of these, which are considered micro. So you remember, we were on the country roads of Nebraska. Remember that time?
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we basically walked into a ditch and found a pill bottle.
Yeah.
So,
but even that, like that's kind of cool because you're in a ditch. Like that's just weird.
Yeah, like when do you are you motivated to just go into a ditch?
Yeah.
When you're geocaching.
And then you come up, and normally if you come out with a pill bottle from a ditch, you need to wash your hands immediately and go see a doctor. But then, we were looking for it.
And then get a COVID test too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's important nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So you told us about your first experience. So your second experience,
I'm pretty sure it was with you. Yeah.
Was it with me and Miss Lauren Johnson?
It was.
Was that indeed the one?
That was.
What do you tell me about what you remember for that? And it is all documented.
Yes, it is documented.
Everybody can watch this on YouTube after we're done talking. Don't leave now.
And that's where JSocks was born. Because right before you hit the camera, you're like, "What's your cache name? Your geocache name?" I was like, JSocks.
So
that was it.
It sticks. Whatever you say to me, it sticks, especially when it's documented. Why JSocks? Was there something about it? Do you remember why you decided that?
I think JSocks was a name I had used before for either like a username or a password for something.
Okay.
But I don't have a reason behind it. The whole name used to be JSocks 42. No reason for the JSocks, but 42 comes from the original Teen Wolf. That was his number on his jersey.
Yes.
42. So that's just that. I was like, yeah, 42. But I got too nervous, and so I just stopped at JSocks. I didn't get the 42 out.
Yeah.
That's the geocache name.
There was a lot of pressure on you.
It was.
Let me just say.
Yeah, and that cache, we went to like a veterinarian's office, which I was like, What is it?
You're
What
like,
is
we're at.
happening here?
It was called My Pet's Vet.
Yeah, My Pet's Vet. Yeah,
That's hard to say. My Pet's Vet. My Pet's Vet.
Yeah.
My Pet's Vet. If only all pill bottles and ditches were geocaches. Thank you, Landon.
Yeah.
This is another thing I love about the live. It's just we can bring people's comments.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
It's pretty funny.
If only.
If only. So we rolled up to My Pet's Vet.
Yep.
Remember what happened next? And then we were with another woman.
Yeah, we were with Lauren. I forget what her cache name was.
Oh, she was like Dog Freak or something.
Yeah. So yeah. Also a high energy person. So that, yeah, again, more of the criteria of like fun people, fun cache. And then, Dr. Doolittle comes out.
Like, are we talking about Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy comes out.
Yeah, I forget his geocaching name.
No, it's Dr. Doolittle. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was hoping I wasn't misspeaking there and like being like disparaging.
Yeah.
He walks out and he was like super excited for you to be there, for us to be there to see the cache. You'd seen it before, I think. So but then I think it was before we went to the cache, he took us into his office and showed us his drawers of snakes. like plural drawers of snakes.
Yes.
And
yes.
I was like,
and I recall he was like, Beatrice was the name of the boa constrictor.
Yeah.
He's like, she's a sweetheart.
Yes.
Do you want to hold her? And Lauren, who is an animal, she loves animals. She's like, yes, I do. And I just remember you sort of standing in the corner.
Yeah, I couldn't get far enough away in the room. I was like, no, I can't do it. Indiana Jones ruined me. I can't. I'm afraid it's going to be super quick around my neck, and then it's it.
And in the meantime, Lauren, I think this is her first geocache. In the meantime, Lauren's probably thinking, wait, do all geocaches involve a snake?
Right. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, we'll get to the story later, but then we meet that same snake like years later.
A couple years later. Yeah, still kicking. But yeah, so we met the snakes. I think I pet one snake, and that was good enough for me. They feel super cool, but that was all. And then we went outside, and it was, what do you call that type of geocache? Because it was like a puzzle cache or something.
Yeah, a gadget cache.
A gadget cache. Yeah. And watching Dr. Doolittle watch us like walk up to it, like he was like filled with so much pride over his cache, which
it was a great cache.
That was super fun. And then to like figure it out, and Lauren and I were like, maybe we do this, maybe we do that. Lots of bad ideas. I think we blew on it a couple times. That didn't work. I tried.
We put our mouth on it.
Yeah.
Trying to clap. Yeah. We're like, it's supposed to. Somehow we're supposed to open up. And for those of you, because Josh, we have people in the chat that are like brand new to geocaching. We have people that have been doing it for years. So it's a gadget cache. So that basically the definition of a gadget cache is it's easy to find. It's out in the open, but it's like hard to get into. It's like a reverse escape room, basically.
Yeah.
And do you remember how that worked? Do you remember what we had to do?
Yeah, I remember there was the balloon involved, and something that in the time of COVID. Now we probably shouldn't have done it, but and like using the balloon in the apparatus itself to like open up a lever so that it unlocked the cache. And I was like, this is genius. If this is geocaching, then that is like my first memory left me at that point, because I thought this is awesome. This is fun. It's people taking pride in what they made, and it's also people taking a lot of pride and excitement out of like finding it and figuring out how to get into it, which I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, it was so cool, because I remember also Dr. Doolittle was like, he like opened up the top to show us how it worked, and the fact that the idea that it had to inflate a balloon that tripped the wire to open up the cache. It was pretty cool. And again, a little context. We work with people that are very animated. Yeah. We are performers. We turn, a camera turns on us and we just kind of come to life. So I remember that video being very entertaining. It's still on my channel. I don't know how they would search for it because it's pretty old. I think if you search, it was a Snoopy themed geocaching.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think if they search Snoopy gadget cache, they might find it on YouTube. Yeah. And so in the chat here, Jason Johnson,
yes,
ta-da, the guy you wrote a song for.
Yes, my muse.
There's another cache. I'm assuming that this is the cache code for a couple years later.
Oh,
we go back to My Pet's Vet.
Yes,
but he had a different location.
Yeah, so right. Yeah, the different location.
And he built. I still call it, and this is what the YouTube video is called, probably one of the best geocaches in America. Oh. It was unbelievable. Let's take us back to that time. So we had a different woman with us.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
We tried to get her. Oh my gosh, we tried to get Vanessa on the show, but she was busy tonight. So that didn't happen. But tell the people what's about, and I'm gonna what you remember, and I'm going to I'm gonna pull it up on TikTok because I made a TikTok video of it.
Oh yeah.
And it went viral. I'm just curious. I'm curious, how many views does it have right now? But also I'm curious at some of the comments people have about it. So tell the people, Josh. Tell what you remember.
So we pull up. It's different spot, different office for My Pet's Vet, but same Dr. Doolittle. And again, he's just giddy that we're there to check this out. And like, even as we walked or drove up to the office, I mean, again, it's another one of the gadget caches. So it's right in the open. You can see it. And I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. We are walking right into a Doctor Who episode. Like, and it was huge. I mean, it was like
full size.
Yeah. Well, like, we're going to get in there and travel through time is what I thought was going to happen. I was super excited. Still drawers of snakes, but we saw them later. And we got to this cache, and it was just like all these buttons on the side, and it was like multi-layered to like getting in, which was and Vanessa and I and you like were not great at it at first.
No. So it was a Doctor Who TARDIS.
Yeah.
You opened up a door, and it was a game of Simon that started out very difficult, and the more we screwed it up, we discovered the easier it got.
Yeah. So that's a lesson for all you kids out there. Make enough mistakes and people just hand stuff to you.
Yeah, to say, here you go. Here you go. And if you remember, here's the thing that was crazy about it. It was created by this Dr. Doolittle, but it was also a collaboration with there was the other cache hider.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
And he traveled all the way from Chicago to just come up and basically watch us.
That's right. I forgot. I knew he had traveled a long ways, but I could not remember that. Yeah, that was cool. Again, it was, watching these two people converge on something they'd made, and just the joy they get out of people coming to figure it out. And I like on the video, which is like my oldest daughter, she told me she found it on TikTok because it came through her feed.
And you're like, wait.
Dad. And then she showed me some of the comments. She's like, "Oh, Dad," because some of the comments were like, "What is wrong?
What is wrong with these people? What is wrong?"
Because like you said, like, we're animated people. That's just kind of how we are. It's what we do for a job and everything. But then I got so caught up in the giddiness of like trying to figure it out. And then once we did, like when the TARDIS opened, I was just squealing like a pig, like a really happy pig.
You were in your face. And here's the fun thing, Josh. DJW House is here. Dave's here.
Yeah.
The creator.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. Oh, look at it. Yeah. He goes, I have a memory of that day as well. You sure do. Oh, and DJW House, just Josh is what he's built. Was a part of that cache, but he's built amazing geocaches like that. He's built one called Facing Darth Vader, where it's like Darth. You open up the cache, it's Darth Vader's head, and there's a little pipe around it, and you have to take it's like the game Operation.
Oh.
If you touch the side, it won't do it. You have to get all the way around Darth Vader's head, and then the cache falls out.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So he's done, and I know you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So just for fun, you guys can all see it here. Here's the TikTok video right here. And Josh, why don't you give a quick guess on how many views as of today, this video has.
Oh gosh, I remember you told me at one point, like early on.
Yeah.
Oh jeepers! I mean, like 1.2 million.
It's at 3.5 million. 3.5 million. So let's just put that in perspective.
Holy cow!
I mean, 3.5 million. There's like 300 million people in the United States. So basically, a tenth of the United States has seen the video.
That's right.
And seen our faces. And I'm looking through the comments. First of all, everybody wants to know where the cache is. So it's in Milwaukee area.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. People are like, I'm not even a Doctor Who fan, but I'm all for this.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
I need to find this. This is amazing. So it's mostly not about us. It's mostly about the amazing DJW House and his amazing creation. I think all the trolling comments like got to the bottom here of the.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like
oh my gosh.
It was like, I can't handle the plaid shirt guy's face or something like that, because I was just like,
oh, I'm so and usually if my coworkers get trolled on YouTube, I can like delete it. But this is just a little overwhelming, the amount of comments. I can't even keep it up. But most people are like, this is an amazing cache, and a lot of people like because I cut this video to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I turn to you, Josh, and I say, do you know what this is? And you're like, yes, it's from Doctor Who. Well, I cut that out, and everybody was trolling us like, they don't even know what that is.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm like, oh, I got sick of telling them that I know what Doctor Who is. Hey, Josh, should we give out a prize to somebody?
Give out a prize.
Okay. Prize. Do you have a prize time song by chance?
Let's see.
Great. Awesome.
Prize time. Prize time. Prize time. Prize time. Who's going to win a prize? Prize time. Who's going to win a prize?
That was great. I like the end part. And at first that song sound like party time, excellent, Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Jeff was here. He was doing the beat.
Nice. Yeah, there it is.
So, friends, I don't know if you know, but we do this Geo Challenge of the month. The Geo Challenge of the month for the month of August, Josh, was to find an Adventure Lab cache.
Oh,
and if you don't know, if you don't geocache on a regular basis, you probably have no clue what that is.
No, I do not.
But I'll educate you. See, this is why it's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
So Adventure Labs is kind of a new thing in the world of geocaching, where it's sort of, instead of physical caches, it's kind of like a multi-cache. You know what that is. So several stages, but all the stages are essentially virtual. And what they do is it's supposed to take you in kind of a tour of a theme or an area. It kind of tells a story, and it's like a separate app. It's called Adventures, but when you find the stages, you get geocaching credit, so it counts towards your find count.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, there's been so many popping up. I actually was the first one to hide an Adventure Lab in the state of Minnesota, and I did a Prince themed one. So the first one was like Prince's house in the 80s during Purple Rain.
Oh yeah.
I did the Prince mural. I did the tunnel. It's cool. So anyway, that was the challenge. And so drum roll please. Thank you, Joshua. Third place. Oh, you might want to stop. Because I'm going to show the third place.
I bruise easy.
Look at it. There's a third place coin. There it is. Ooh,
yeah.
Look at that shiny. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that kitty sound you just made. Can you do that again?
If I don't have trolls now, I will now.
What is wrong with him?
Yeah, what is wrong with that?
Oh my gosh, I had it all lined up here, and now third place is gone. I forgot to save it. I forgot to save it.
You snooze, they lose. Yeah.
So, boy, this is awkward. Maybe let's do first place, because I have first place.
Yeah.
Okay, back. So that was the second place coin. And I'm gonna have to do third place like live. Because I had it, but here, look at, there it is. First place coin.
Oh yes.
See that blingy shine to it? That's good. So first place goes to Cassandra Mello. Mellow, yeah, because they call you Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
Cassandra Mellow Yellow.
That's right.
Cassandra Mellow Yellow. Okay. See, you don't, Josh. You don't even need your band. You could just have me come on and sing.
Many times we have sung together, and it's been glorious.
Yeah, like Lean on Me and
Old
Lean on Me.
Lean on Me. Yeah.
And Lean on Me
and Lean on Me again. Yeah.
So congratulations, Cassandra.
Yeah.
We were not making fun of your name, but we were just having fun with it. I'm sure you've never heard that in your life. People singing that. So Josh, let's talk a little bit. I want to talk. Here's my strategy.
Yeah.
You ready for the strategy?
Yes, please.
I want to sprinkle in the music talk with the geocaching talk.
Yeah.
Because if we do like too much music, they'll be like, I thought I came here for the geocache talk. But then at the same time, if we don't take advantage of your incredible musical abilities, then that would be a shame. True. So first question I have for you is how did you first get into music? I don't even know if I know this story. I've known you so long. Yeah. How did you get into music?
I mean, the first time like that music kind of spoke to me, I was at this concert in a high school gym somewhere, like auditorium, and it was this a cappella group called
Rockapella?
No, it wasn't Rockapella. No.
Carmen Sandiego.
No, they came in my story later, but they were just called a cappella. They were this like 4-person, group, just their voices. And I thought, shut my mouth. It was like I was 8 years old, and I just got chills, like hearing the harmonies, the 4-part harmonies, and I thought, I think I want to do that. I don't know how, because they were also 4 like black guys, and this amount of soul and timbre to their voice. I was like, well, I can't do that because that's amazing, and I don't have that. But I knew that I could at least sing with the same passion, right? So that was like my first kind of thought, where like, ooh, singing. And I grew up in a cappella tradition church, so I sang all the time. That wasn't nearly as good as far as the sounds. Growing up in like Midwestern, like Wisconsin, where soul was in short supply, it seemed. But we tried real hard. And depending on who was the song leader, you're either like right where you should be, or you were so high above where anyone should sing, I love the Lord, and that wasn't great. But and then my dad had a guitar, and he knew one song, which was Time in a Bottle, but he didn't know the whole song. Just knew part of it. Sorry, my computer turned off. Want to make sure I can still be heard. And so that was not great, but at least I was like, hey, there's a guitar in the house, I can figure it out. And so I just would play a little bit, and we had a piano. And then I just thought, I love music. I love it so much. And then I got a drum set into high school, and then that was it. That was like my first real instrument. And that was mine. And my parents hated it, but I loved it. And I started playing. And it was just that was what like really started me down the road, like playing drums with other people that were not good like me. We made dreams come true. So that was super cool.
Did you have like a band in high school? Like,
yes.
What was your first? I love this. Like, what was your first band called?
Our first band was called the Pedestrians.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. And then we thought, you know what? We could come up with something better, which was true. So then we decided our band name was going to be Wakefield.
That's better.
A misheard lyric from a Weezer song. So
that's way better. Yeah. So what kind of music? What kind of music did you play?
We played, like rock, like straight kind of alternative rock. If we did covers, they were of Weezer songs because we really loved Weezer. Okay. So we were trying to be that sound except a bunch of Midwestern boys doing it. But we enjoyed it a ton, just rocking out.
That's awesome. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the transition from, just kind of high school playing around with a band to where, to this, I'm going to be like singer-songwriter. Like this is my thing.
Yeah. So like I went into college and got into a band there. A good friend of mine, Todd Truitt, he was also a drummer. So we were roommates, and we were like, hey, let's start a band, but you can't have a band with 2 drummers because that's not cool. So then we
unless you're like Warrant or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. She is my cherry pie. And we found a guitarist and a guy that said he would play bass just because, from Norway. And then since Todd was a better drummer, I started singing, which is really what I've always wanted to do. I was just always too afraid until I was kind of made to. And then for 4 years, we had this band and we just kept getting better and better. We recorded a CD. And then I started writing songs with the band. And that's when I was like, I really enjoy writing a lot. So then when college was done and our band was done, I still wanted to keep writing, which meant I really actually had to learn how to play more than one song on the guitar. So I just started teaching myself. I had some family members on my wife's side that could play, so I just learned from them as much as I possibly could, and then just started writing my own songs. And then eventually did my first album, and I was like, all right, I'm glad I got that out of the way, but at least I started something. And then it was just from there on, it was like just write and play and see what happens.
Yeah, that's so cool. Josh, we have a super chat time for a song, a polka song about geocaching on Lime scooters. There's a story about that. What do you got do you have us? Maybe this needs to be a ballad. Oh no, it can't be a ballad. It's got to be polka. So it's like
polka. I feel like I need to have lederhosen on or something and have a sausage. Oh, I'm trying to think of. We went for polka and geocaching in the street. We got tired on our tiny little feet and we decided to make something different happen. We got on a Lime scooter. We got on a Lime scooter. Yeah. We got on a Lime scooter. Yeah. And we found a cache. That's as close to polka. Yeah.
That was great.
Quads in the mud. I did my best.
I love that he gave $5.13.
I'll take the 13 cents. You gave the $5.
The funny thing about that, the reason he brought that up is that Quads in the Mud and I have geocached in San Antonio on Lime scooters, like throughout downtown. There's a video of it, and it was a good time. Like the streets were bare. It was like a Sunday night. We're like down, just like imagine downtown Minneapolis, like nobody on the streets, but there's a lot of little geocaches around. We're just like, it was so much fun. So that's why people really loved this song. So this will also be on your new geocaching album.
Yes.
Landon likes it too. Yay.
Yeah.
So, and Happy Hodag is wondering if there'll soon be a collaboration with the Travel Bugs. So, Josh, get this. There's actually a geocaching band.
There should be, right?
Travel Bugs, and it's actually a one-man guy that writes. He has an album, and it's all geocaching songs. So maybe I can put you in touch with them. He's pretty much. I think there's also a German band that plays geocaching songs. So.
Well, so hence like real polka. And I'm guessing that was it the Happy Hodag?
Yeah, Happy Hodag.
Is from Rhinelander, or I mean close to Rhinelander. That's where I know of the Hodag from.
I actually cannot remember, but possibly maybe he'll say in the chat. Josh, let's talk. Speaking of Travel Bugs, do you remember? Now we're going deep. We're going deep.
Yep.
into the geocaching world.
Let's get in it.
Have you ever, when you were with? Thank you. I like getting close.
Although I have to go over here because this is where my microphone is. But I can.
I'm gonna whisper into your ear.
Okay.
You ready? Do you remember ever finding a travel bug or geocoin in any of our adventures?
I do. Did we find one in Montana? In that one?
I think so. Yes.
In that one that was like on that light pole or whatever. That was the weird. Like that was like we found 3 in Montana. 2 of them were on. Well, one of them was supremely frustrating, and then glorious once we found it. Or it was 4 if we count. Then the one on it had the lock to it and everything. And I thought there was one in there.
That was a travel bug hotel.
Yes.
And I was trying to explain it. I remember explaining it to you. I'm like, oh yeah, should have travel bugs, and I explained it to you.
And did we find one in Milwaukee at the Spy House? Or what?
Oh yeah, the safe house. That thing,
Spy House.
Yeah, that thing is always filled.
Yeah.
That thing is always filled with. So yeah. Like, what were you thinking? Like, I was taking you deep into the geocaching world. We were like, what are like? Do you remember like? I explained what they were. You're like, wow. Were you thinking this has gotten too nerdy for me?
That's where it took a turn for like the cool, because I like data kind of stuff.
Oh.
And so to think of someone, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like with the travel ones, like it starts someplace and they want to get it to someplace and then back around, right? And so generally. Like. Or something like that. And so that was like cool to me, of like to see where this could go, like around the globe. And that also to me opened my eyes to the global world of geocaching, that it's not just like tiny pockets just like in the Midwestern America, but it's everywhere.
Right.
And
it's worldwide.
Huge. Yeah. Like that. And that was really cool to me to see. And I don't know, I just like stuff like that, where I just want to put this out in the world and see where it goes. And it was like a tangible way of doing that, which is super cool.
Right. And there's a certain amount of like trust, like I trust the community that they will play this game. Now, let's face it. I mean, they go missing all the time. Let's face it. Like, really.
Sure.
But the idea of like, I'm trusting this to the community to send it on its adventures. And I think, it is really cool. Like, often when I send trackables out, I set it for a goal of somewhere that I aspire to visit someday, right?
Yeah.
So the cool, it's kind of like, so there was a very special geocache in Brazil that I always wanted to go to, and I sent it out in the world, and the goal for it was for me to get to Brazil before the trackable did. And at that time, I was like, I'll never get to Brazil. It'll probably be 10, 20 years from now. Perfect. Well, I beat the trackable. The trackable still hasn't made it yet. Success.
Yeah. Was that last summer?
Last fall. Yeah. Oh, last August. Yeah, it was last August. So it was last summer.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're kind of blurring up a little bit. I don't know if your internet is like if it's me or if it's you. But I just want you to be aware. Yeah, because I wanted you to play a song soon, but maybe I want to wait for the internet to get a little bit better. But my plan is when you play a song for us, that I go select the 3rd place winner. While you do that,
like that.
It's going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All the people will be entertained, and I will fix from being messed up here. Yeah. So, I think let's talk about one of our greatest discoveries, and it wasn't even geocaching related. Josh, do you remember when we were on a trip in Milwaukee, and we go to our hotel rooms, and then we meet up later, or you talk to me, and you wanted to work out because you work out, man, right? And did you text me or did you call me?
I think I either called you, or I think I called you like right after.
Yeah.
Or maybe no. I texted you, and I think Lauren, who we were traveling with at that point too.
And it was after it happened because I asked you in the moment, I was like, did you have your phone? And you're like, I didn't have my phone.
Yeah.
But tell the story. This is a great story.
Yeah. So we were in Milwaukee. And I went to work out, and it was just like one other like old guy and this lady who looked like she was laying on him, but she was like, I eventually like she was like helping him stretch and stuff. I was like, they have personal trainers here? That's awesome. And then I went and I started working out. And then as I like turned and saw them, I realized the old guy was James Taylor. Like, and he was doing like yoga and stuff like that. And then his like trainer left. And then it was just me and James Taylor working out together in this tiny little like workout area. And I was geeking out. I was like, I gotta talk to him. I gotta tell him I wish I had my phone. I don't want to be a creeper and be like, hey, I know that we're both sweaty right now, but I love you. It's like, I'm sure that's what I would have said. I had all these things in my brain of what I wanted to say of like, hey, I grew up on your music. My dad loved your music, and he would be freaking out right now if he knew that I was here with you, like watching you work out. But I didn't.
You didn't say any of that though.
I said nothing until he came over to my side of the gym, and he had been using one of those like big like workout like core like ball things.
Yeah, workout balls.
And I just turned and I was like, those are killers. And he was like, yeah. And that was it. That was all I could think of to say. And then I proceeded to work out until he left. So I was supremely sore. I stayed there for like an hour and a half. Like, I think only doing curls, because I was just like, just stay in your corner. Just stay right here. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. And it was, and then I got up and maybe I did call you because I knew I don't think I could lift my phone because I was just so sore and dead. I was like James Taylor in our hotel.
And the funny thing is that the same night the Bulls walked into our hotel too.
Yeah, the Bulls. Yeah, we were like, wow, those guys are tall. That is Derrick Rose. Those are the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, that was crazy as we were checking in. It's like,
yeah, we live the high life. We live the high life in hotels of the celebrities. Like the geocaching blogger Josh Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Bulls.
Yeah.
James Taylor.
Anyone you can think of, we've probably seen them.
We probably slept in the same hotel as them. Probably
near them.
That brings me another question. Who are your biggest musical influences, and if you could open for anybody right now, if you could open as a musician, who would you open for if you could pick anybody?
Right on. Okay, so first, like influences, and there's a little overlap here, but probably my biggest influence that anytime I saw them play, I immediately would go home after the show and write something. Was Martin Sexton. He's from New York, East Coast guy. Usually just plays by himself and his guitar, but he just commands a room with his songs, with his voice. He does a lot of beatboxing with his guitar and stuff as he's playing, and it's just like envelops you where you're like, he gets done playing and you're like, I could stay here for another 3 or 4 hours. Like he just it's an amazing guitarist, amazing songwriter, storyteller. So he's one that I keep tabs on to play. He does a lot of live streams, so I've learned kind of like, hey, that's kind of cool. I should do that. I sometimes play some of his songs too. Cool. And then another influence is Amos Lee. I really love like his soul playing, and I've only gotten to see him live once, and it was magical. It was at the zoo here in Minnesota. For those of you that don't know, like they just let these artists come and they play like in the zoo, not like with animals, but you can hear like animals like early on in the set, like that are still out, like like roaring and stuff.
It's a really cool venue. It sounds weird, but it's kind of like it's like Red Rock. Like Red Rocks in Colorado is amazing, right?
Yes.
But it kind of has that kind of outdoory vibe.
Yes. Yeah. Like if Red Rocks had like a bastard child, like it's the zoo, and but it's good. Like, but they've reconciled and they're together.
That's perfect description.
Yeah. I'm sorry for swearing. But we saw him, and he got 4 songs into his set, and then it just stormed like crazy, and everything was canceled. They were just like, it was this weird storm, came from out of nowhere, but then like everyone just stuck around because they thought maybe something will happen.
And
then it was like an hour later, there was like rumors of like he's gonna play inside somewhere. So we went in, and sure enough, for like an hour and a half, just him and a guitar, no mics or anything.
Oh my God.
He constantly like had to tell everyone like, this is only gonna work if you guys make no sounds whatsoever ever. and if you do that, cool. I'll play forever. And he did, and it was just glorious. And I didn't know this, that he was a teacher before he became like, and someone told him like, stop teaching, man, this is what you were meant to do. And he was like, I guess I'll give it a try. And then that was it.
So is that your answer for who you would open for, or do you have a different?
I would, if I could open for anyone, it would be Amos Lee, because I think that would be such a honor for me. But I think our music would go well together, and I think people would like what we do, and then we would become best friends.
Yeah, and you do, and people are going to hear in a minute here. You certainly do have that soulful sound. But Josh, I think you see here, Quads in the Mud has another request. The best soulful James Brown finds a geocache.
All right. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, you can do? Yeah, I can do a little hot tub.
Yeah. Yeah, hot sauce. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh, looking all over the place. Oh, I get my phone out, and I look on my GPS, and I find the cash. Whoa, not money, I'm talking a hard metal box cash. Wow! How? Something like that.
Wow, that might have been the best thing that has ever happened.
I'm pretty sure channel. I just woke up my 5-year-old, but worth it.
It was worth $3.45.
Yeah.
Josh, thanks for doing that. You're such a good improviser. So here's the deal. Josh Cleveland, we're almost at the hour mark. Are you okay? Are you willing to play a real Josh Cleveland song for us?
Sure. Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be great. So I'm gonna go backstage. And I'm going to give you the whole stage.
All right.
And you don't have to just play a song. If there's like a story behind it, just go for it. The stage is yours, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend and big toe, Josh Cleveland.
Awesome.
I'm going backstage.
Backstage.
But don't worry, I'm coming back, and I'm going to give away 2 more coins.
Sweet.
All right.
I'm going to turn on some effects here just for poops and giggles. Yeah, I'm gonna play a song called "Outrun the Rain," and this is just a song about like just having people have your back and that kind of thing. I was thinking a lot about like that whole like the geocache where you send it out and hope it gets to a spot, but really like what got me about that in particular, that sort of thing, is that we all have those things that we care a lot about, right? But to put it out into the world, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of, it takes a lot of heart, and it takes a lot of patience to keep doing it and to watch it, and hopefully it comes to fruition. And I don't know. I think especially as human beings, we can treat that really well, or we can kind of poop on it. So you guys being in the geocache world, I think have a really good sense of taking care of somebody else's dreams when they send out that cache and they want it to go to a place that you guys do your best to, if you can, to move it forward. And if not, to leave it where it is so that someone else can. So, which I just really love. That's what really got me in deeper into geocaching. And I love watching Josh's videos, even the ones that I'm not a part of, because I love the passion there. So anyway, this is called Outrun the Rain. It's not about geocaching at all. But if nothing else, it's just a fun tune about just being there for people when they need you the most. Close your eyes and empty your hands. I know your heart is broken in two. And though you feel like you just can't stand, baby, let me show you what I can do. And I'll raise you up, and I'll heal all your pain, overflow your cup, and I will give you the strength. Yeah, to outrun the rain. Yeah, you know we'll outrun the rain. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, outrun the rain. Yeah, you know we'll outrun the rain. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't stop the rain from falling, no, but I'll be your shelter whenever you need. And when the shackles of life got you crawling, baby, yeah, I will be there to set you free. You know I will. And I'll raise you up, and I'll heal all your pain, overflow your cup, and I will give you the strength, yeah, to outrun the rain. Oh, you know we'll outrun the rain. Oh, 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 outrun the rain, yeah. No, will outrun the rain. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hopefully the internet stuck around.
Oh, no, nobody left, dude. It was so good. I love that song. Thank you so much, Josh. Like, look at, oh my gosh, look at this. People, the reviews are coming in.
Hey.
I love your voice, UDAC, the applause, all Wooter, all the way from the Netherlands. He's staying up late.
Heck yeah.
You are an international star. Here we go. There it is. Awesome song. Kendra, the applause is there. Josh, thanks so much for entertaining us. That was really great. And your music, it does have a ton of soul. Your music has great message. Where can people find you? Where can they find your music? Where can they buy your music? Are you on Groupon? Are you on Uber?
Yeah, I'm on Uber, Lyft, Lime scooters. You can plug in. So joshcleveland.com is my website, so you can listen to all the music there. You can buy it there if you want. iTunes, Spotify, our music is there as well. We've got some new tunes coming out soon. Hopefully in the next couple months, we're going to release a song a month for a while. Some new tunes with the band. September 24th, we are going to be doing a band live stream. I think off of someone's Facebook, but anyways, you can find me at Facebook too. Josh Cleveland Music on Facebook.
They're geocachers. They're really good at finding things. So they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Where am I? Yeah. Also on YouTube. Yeah. Josh Cleveland Music on YouTube as well. You can find stuff there.
And your stuff's on Spotify too. Your album's on Spotify, right?
On Spotify. Yep.
Yeah,
just
you get like if somebody listens to your song, you get like a half a cent or something like that. Something really,
I wish
really great.
it was that much. I think it's 0.04 cents. But thanks to Taylor Swift, it's there. It used to be like 0.004. So she really did a great number for us indie artists.
Thanks, Taylor. Thanks, Taylor.
Thanks, buddy.
We're gonna wrap things up. Another thing I want to know is that Josh is legit. So he's an incredible musician. He uses his music for good. He does it to make the world better, which I love. But to tell you how legit he is, how much time did you spend in California? Because you, for all of a sudden, we were like, Josh you just disappeared. You just were like, where'd Josh go? And tell the people where you went.
Yeah, so for a month I was a contestant on The Voice, season 12 of The Voice. So I was out, for about a month in California, which was super cool. It was like beautiful jail because we couldn't leave the hotel unless we like signed out, and then we had to come back and sign back in. But yeah, I met some amazing people out there. Of all the like reality, like TV show, like music things that I had seen, like this was like legit. Maybe not legit, and like anyone who's ever won has really done a lot with that.
Right.
But the people from the top down, from like the executive producer all the way down to like the people that are like, helping you pick out your clothes and just getting you to and from the places, are the nicest human beings, which I was afraid, like you go out to California, go out to like Hollywood, and people are just like fake. And it was nothing but just like authentic people just being nice. And that was awesome. So cool. And all the people, the contestants that I got to meet were some of the most like salt of the earth people, which was super cool. So that was such a fun time. I didn't turn a chair. That was probably the least favorite point of that.
Right.
But I got some great feedback from like all the coaches and stuff. And it was such a cool experience. I wouldn't have changed anything about it. Because I learned such a ton about just music and myself as an artist. So that was cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So friends, please, Quads in the Mud, not only is he great at giving requests, but he's downloading your music now. So let's do it on Spotify. That's great. But encourage you to support artists, especially right now. Josh can't do any live concerts. You can just, So anything you can support, you can give to any of the musicians or artists right now. I think it's really appreciated. Josh, I'm going to let you go. We've gone a little over time, but thank you so much. It is great to see you, my friend. We need to hang out. And thanks for saying yes. I mean, to our little weird corner of the internet, where all the geocachers hang out. And I really appreciated you tying your song to geocaching. I thought that was a real nice touch.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great. It's been it's not being able to see you on a regular basis, so this has at least been a good virtual hangout for sure. And just to be in the geocache world, I'll take it anytime I can get it.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe I'll come by your house and say, Josh, I'm pointing the camera at you. JSocks must come out and play. We're gonna find a geocache together. I think people would really appreciate that.
Heck yeah!
So, and I know you'd be game for it because that's the way you are.
Totally.
All right. Thanks, Josh. I'm going to have you sign off.
All right. Thank you
so much. Take care, brother. Bye. Oh, my gosh. Friends, Josh Cleveland. The guy is completely legit. He is so legit. Amazing guy. Amazing human being. Incredible artist. Something a little different for you on the live, guys. And so... super talented guy, great friend. So, okay, friends, I have for you, we did first place, and just to review, I'll tell you who first place is Cassandra Mello. Congratulations. You won the Geo Challenge of the Month coin. And now we're going to do second place. Are you ready for it? Drum roll, please. It's Vicious Cycle, a Shumakatelli. Congratulations, Vicious Cycle. You got second in the Geo Challenge of the Month. Congratulations. Awesome. We'll make sure Lisa gets that sent out to you. And let's do third place right away as well. Third place goes to Carolyn Henley. Carolyn, congratulations. You won third place of the Geo Challenge of the Month We'll make sure this coin gets to you. Congratulations, Carolyn Henley. Awesome. All right. Thank you for everybody for coming in and joining us. And I hope you had a good time hanging out with us. This weekend, we are announcing the September. Can you believe it's September already, guys? The September Geo Challenge of the month. It'll be issued this Sunday. Possibly will be issued a little earlier for patrons. I'm just waiting for Lisa to send her clip in so I can put that video together. But and then you can go out and complete the Geo Challenge of the month as well. And we also have lots of Tricassius videos still coming. We still have Tricassius ones coming down the pipe. So look out for that here on the YouTube channel. Thank you to all the replay viewers, everybody that's watching this on the replay. Thanks for joining us as well and watching all the way through, all 1 hour plus of the live hangout. Thank you for Lisa from Cash Advance, who sponsors the Geo Challenge of the month. Thank you for your support, Lisa. Love partnering with you in that. All right. So goodbye, everybody. Yep. Behind the Cash, just asking about early release. It's not for sure. It all depends on how quickly I can get that clip from Lisa. So we'll see. If you want to just log off and say goodbye, I'll stay on here a little bit longer. Go geocaching this weekend. That's right, Amelia. Go geocaching. See you next time, Spider Queen. Amelia is going geocaching this weekend. And thank you, Wooter. Thanks for staying up. Have a great night, everybody. And if you're watching live right now, in about 20 minutes, the Geocaching podcast is happening. I think they will be live. So if you don't know what that is, go and search the Geocaching podcast. They will be live. And I might be over there saying hello as well. Good night, Elizabeth Thompson. Good night, all. Thank you, patrons. If you're interested in supporting what we do here on YouTube, patreon.com, geocaching vlogger, lots of perks, path tags, patches, trackable tags, early access to videos, and my undying gratefulness and gratitude towards you as well. Peyton, it's time. Get out there. Get geocaching. Go caching like Captain Armadillo. He's going to Branson. All right. See you guys. Very special thank you to Josh Cleveland. That was awesome. Bye, guys.